Hello, hello, hello. It is your boys, the DM podcast, here to give you that flavor in your ear. Honestly, the mood in the beginning is a little somber, a little bit, down. I won't lie, I'm a little down. I'm a little hurt. I did not have the best sports weekend.
I know.
First, my Green Bay Packers lose by 3, and that already sucks.
To the Panthers.
Who first I want to be like the Panthers are not good. They're 5-4. And they've been kind of competing. They've been kind of competing.
They
So
have been.
I've been saying with the Green Bay Packers, when everyone's like, oh, they're a good team. Offensively, they just chill too much. They just chill. They need to be more aggressive. They play it too slow. If they play more aggressively, I'll be more happy. I don't think they play aggressively. That's one. That was whatever. I can take the Packers losing this week. I can take it. It's whatever. That wasn't what this weekend was about.
Not even close.
It wasn't even close.
Come on.
We have our Toronto Blue Jays, and they lost, 5-4 to the Los Angeles Dodgers, who win their back-to-back World Series. I have no care to say congratulations to them. I ain't gonna lie.
Me and Sam. I don't.
I don't care. Like normally, I will tweet out and be like, congratulations to whatever team won whatever championship. This time, I can give two shits.
I
But I have
agree.
so much more feelings. But before I talk about mine, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. My boy YS, I'll say how you're doing, which will lead to how you're feeling about the Jays.
I'm heartbroken. I feel like we have the better team, right? In the series, we scored more runs in the series than the Dodgers did, 34-26, right? We gave the Dodgers three losses. No other, they only had one loss coming to World Series to the Phillies. So it's like we were doing what we needed to do, right? Like Ernie, you're a guy. Shout
Ernie
out to
Clement,
Ernie
yeah,
Clement. You're a flipping guy.
yeah.
You played your heart out. You know what I mean? I felt like crying when I was watching
I,
post game. I felt like crying.
high key felt like, man. I feel I would have felt better if I shed a tear. I ain't gonna hold you,
You know
dog.
what I mean? Because it's just like, yo, like, damn, it's Barger. Hell of a playoff run.
And the thing is, he's young, so he's the future like 4 or 5 hitter on that squad.
You know what I mean? Yeah, 4 or 5. Like, you already know Vladdy. He's doing his thing, right?
Yeah.
It was tough, man. It was tough. Like going back to game six, getting outed on that double play from the outfield. Barger, you got on base. You had, I think, two runners in first and second position or 2 and 3 position. You gambled in the ninth inning, right? When you guys needed a run, you guys needed to close out that game. I feel like the momentum from the game six carried over to game seven, right? But it's just we had the lead. We were leading 3-0. Dodgers kept chipping away, man. Right? Max Muncy has not been having a good series
At
at
all.
all. But he came up so big in that game. I'm like, Muncy's up? Okay, this should be a strikeout, fly out. No, no. Rojas, he's eighth or ninth in the batting lineup.
Yeah.
A solo blast? You kidding me? I think it was in the eighth. Was it in the eighth inning or the
That
ninth inning?
that,
It
that
was
was
ninth
the
inning.
man.
It was in the ninth inning to top the game, right? It's crushing. You know what I mean? I can't lie, it's crushing. We at a point in time we were eighth inning, bottom of the eighth, three bases loaded, one out. We didn't drive in a run. We didn't drive in a run. You know what I mean? So it's we had opportunities.
Yeah.
Shout out to Will Smith. Like he's he's my favorite player on the Dodgers, right? And he proved why, right? It's tough. I can't lie, it's tough. Like shout out to Freddie Freeman, parents born in Ontario. He's a guy too. First baseman, he's a guy too. Mookie did not even have a good series. He was just
Mookie looked
fielding.
Mookie looked like he didn't want to be there.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like Mookie's up the bat. Okay, this is nothing. Like he did have feeling was there for Mookie. A one error, I think, a 1-2 error, but overall the feeling was good for Mookie. But not a good series for a lot of the Dodgers players. I feel not a
At
great
all, at
series,
all.
right?
The
You credit their pitching. I just credit the Dodgers won because of their pitching. I'm gonna say, like,
starting pitching, not the relief pitching was trash. Starting
Yes,
pitching was crazy good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like Snell was playing better in the series before. He was okay. Yes, he was okay yesterday. But Yamamoto, he's a guy. Even
Yamamoto fucking
Otani didn't
killed.
even have a great game.
Yeah.
Like he had a single, I think a double. He just had a double. They pulled him in the third inning because we had 3 runs on him. That's all I gotta say, man. Like next year, it's next year, but you know the team is not gonna be the same team, right?
Yeah, and baseball is so hard to repeat the same guys, man.
So it's man, it's tough. Like Kirk was having a good first part of the series, but the latter part of the series, he was shaky, right? He was shaky. So man, it's tough, man. It's tough, man.
I won't lie, man. Especially like I think I started to stop thinking about it maybe maybe like 2 p.m. ish. I started to stop thinking about it. But all night I kept thinking about it.
Yes.
Obviously we're talking about it now, so we're thinking about it. I'm gonna be thinking about it mostly all week because at work we're gonna talk about it. It's just something that's gonna be brought up a lot.
Yep.
And once again, I think it just sucks when it sucks losing to LA.
Definitely.
LA, so here's the thing. I'll be quite honest. I thought going into the World Series, we were gonna get fucked anyway. I thought LA was gonna win because I'm thinking about the names. Like we're a really good hitting team, but they're such a
Very
power
good.
hitting team.
Yeah.
They're just like the Yankees. They're 7, 8, 9 guys. Rojas not that great, but like they still have a bunch of guys. They have like Otani bats first. You have Mookie batting second, third. Friedman. Then you have Will Smith. Like so, you have some guys. Like you have some guys who can hit it out the park, which they
Yeah.
generally did. They didn't get no. They still had less hits than the Blue Jays.
They did. It was just
Right?
more home runs.
Just
That was
more
it.
home runs, right? And the one thing the Blue Jays were never good at this whole season was close games. They've never been good at close games. They're really good at beating you 15-0, but
Yeah.
close games, they're not. You know,
But they had the most comeback wins, I feel like 57
right.
wins
So it
this
was
year.
another thing that happens. So and like they had the opportunity at the end of the day, like yeah, they tied the game. It sucks. You were 2 outs away from winning it. Hoffman, I'm a real big Hoffman fan. People don't really fuck with him, but honestly, it's a part of the game. Like
Mhm.
things happen. I sometimes I can't fault a pitcher when batters are just better than they've ever been.
You can't. You
Like
can't. Like,
they're better than they ever been. Like it's just they hit fastballs and that's what happened. So that's one. But like also you also have bases loaded with 1 out to go.
that crushed me. That crushed.
Like
That
you did have
crushed.
bases loaded, so I'm not gonna act like you didn't have a fucking opportunity
There was
in the
opportunity.
bottom ninth. You had
Oh, yeah,
opportunity.
it was bottom ninth. My bad. Bottom ninth. You had
You know what I'm saying?
opportunity
You,
to
so
not send the game into overtime, into extra innings.
you know what I'm saying. So you had your chance. So I'm not gonna act like you didn't. Yamamoto killed us all series. If there's no Yamamoto, this is our series. We
I
won.
agree. Because it
That
wasn't
night,
Otani killing us, and it wasn't Wobster or the young guy or the
yeah,
young Chinaman.
yeah, yes, a Sasuke or something like that. None of those matches are killing us.
No.
It was legit. Yamamoto killed us in game two, I think it was. Two or five, one of the two games. He killed us then, and that man pitched game six, did his thing, just to pitch game seven and do his thing again.
It
Nah,
was
man.
we
If
were having
Snell stayed
momentum.
on, Toronto would have won also because Snell was fucking up.
Snell was like on the previous series, Snell was a guy. Like Snell's
Yeah.
like 9 Ks, 7 Ks, 8 Ks. I'm like, yeah. Even when I think game one, Snell was like 3 Ks. I think game one. I'm like, oh, this is Snell, like, whatever. But I felt like we had momentum when the pitcher hit Nunez
Yeah.
on the Jays, right? Wobster, his name, right? He hit him, right? 3 pitches back to three straight, boom, boom. 2 pitches inside, close, close, close. Third pitch hits him. Bench is clear. I felt like we had momentum there, like we were juiced up, but
The one thing I wish with baseball, you'll see it in basketball or like football. Yeah, if that happens, you look at the crowd and go like, "Let's go, like let's go."
yeah,
They don't do that. They just go back. To me, I'm like, nah, I need y'all. I need y'all. Like I need it to be louder than it's ever been.
100.
Like, I need that. I need that
And that
excitement.
was the turning point I
It
felt.
should have been. It should have been the turning
Should
point.
have,
It
yeah.
wasn't. Um, you know, uh, uh, you know, I want to, respectfully, I have to give credit to the Dodgers. The thing with the Jays, and like, everyone keeps saying this to me. I went to the grocery store and I'm like, she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm not good. I'm not good, lady." She's like, "It's okay. You woke up this morning. It's okay." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess to put a positive spin on life, of
You
course."
woke up, yeah, 100,
You know what I'm
100%.
saying? So so I'm okay with that. But like, when you just felt with baseball, everyone always questions, oh, why do they celebrate when they win the AL East or when they win a series? Why do they
Yeah,
spray champagne? Because it's so hard to get
yeah,
back.
yeah.
You have
It's
no idea, right? You don't know what pitches you're gonna have available. It's all about hitting. You don't know if you're gonna hit well. Like all that, you don't know. The
injuries too.
like you don't know. You don't
Shout
know.
out to Springer. Like this guy had a bad back and came up so big in the
Bad
season.
back. Bichette not healthy either.
Not healthy,
Like
could not make it home on a run. And that, looking back now, on that runner on that third, right? And when he could have made it to home if he was healthy, that, you know
those
what
things,
I mean?
it matters. Like the one person who I'm actually genuinely so impressed with, is Vlad. I'm stupidly impressed with this guy.
Yo, he's batting, I think, 402 in the postseason.
He was doing so well. His
Yeah.
defense, bro, when he came to the league, they did not think this was gonna happen.
Mm-mm.
They thought he was gonna be a bigger. He slimmed down.
Yeah, he was heavier when he first,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So they thought he wasn't
Yeah.
gonna be that great. Defensively, he stepped up and he just became a captain. He
Yeah.
just became that captain for the squad. He stopped becoming a home run hitter and
Yeah.
became like a quality batter.
Play. Get it in play.
Like he said, all you have to do is get in play because he's like, we all we have to do is get in play. That's what the whole offense of the Jays were. They stopped being aggressive. I would say, like, I love those, 2016, 2015 Blue Jays. Those are some home run hitters.
Those, yeah.
Those mans would have like, and this is hindsight, but those mans would have said, okay, they want to go bat for bat over here. Okay, we have Jose. Well, first we have Donaldson. Then we'll
Oh,
go like
awesome.
Smoke, or we can go Edwin. We can go Batista. We'll go bat for bat.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah,
We'll go bat for bat if you want to go bat for bat. That's how the old, but this one was more like we like our singles. We like our RBI doubles. That's what we
yeah,
want.
yeah.
You know, everyone will say like the guy who also saved them was the guy who didn't go in Game 6, who didn't go for the ball. When the ball got wedged,
What is it? Hernandez? I forget one of them. I think it's
I forgot his name, but like he
center
didn't
field.
go
I
for the
forget his
ball.
name too, but they,
Yeah, if he went for the ball, then the game's done. We win the World Series in Game 6.
yeah.
But he was smart enough to not touch the ball.
I'm just wondering how that ball got lodged like that. It just, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, but it happened. It happened, and
Right. And like the Jays weren't supposed to be here. So sometimes you have to just appreciate the fact that you came into this magical run.
listen,
I think what really hurts is that 2 outs away. Like you're 2 outs away
yeah,
from winning it all, right?
had
And
opportunities. That was the thing. Like we had opportunities, right? And we had like,
so I think like all like talking it out right now is making me feel like okay, like it's gonna be fine. I think they should go for like it sucks. They were in runnings for Otani, but whatever. They
yep,
were they were in runnings for it's either Sasuke or Yamamoto. They were in runnings for one of them, but they decided to stay with or go with the Dodgers because that's my boy Otani. I'm gonna stick with him. We got the same we good, right? But like I just think if the Blue Jays can get a really
yeah.
good pitcher, I think this can
But
help.
yeah, Savage stepped up.
He did, right? But like
Yep.
we
Like
needed a young rookie to play his. He's only played 7 games in the MLB. That's crazy. Or like
one
7 or 8. Like
percent. Okay.
I wonder now that I said it, but it's not more than 10.
And
Not
Guzman was doing this thing too.
who?
Guzman was doing this
Oh
thing.
yeah, Gossman. Fuck.
Gossman, sorry, Gossman. Gossman was doing this thing too.
Yeah, yeah. It's just
So it's, but I hear you. We don't have an ace. We don't have a real ace.
because Gossman's our closest to an ace, and I like Gossman, right? I like
I,
Gossman. And like next year, you're gonna still have Shane Bieber, who's coming off of Tommy John, who's gonna be better.
Bieber's okay. He's okay to me.
But
He's
he
okay.
just came out of an injury, so that's why it's like this guy was like.
Okay.
super good before. So that you almost still have a Gossman, your Savage, Bieber. If
What
you
about
want,
Scherzer?
I'm good. I'm okay with Scherzer, to be honest.
I said he's
It's
retired.
it's
Oh,
not 20. It's not 2018. 2018. Max Scherzer is going 8 innings. He's going
yeah,
8 innings pitching crazy.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that's just not him anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's not. I'm trying to see his stats. I can't find his Savage. I know the man hasn't played a lot. That's all I know. He has not played a lot of games. So he's definitely gonna play more. Your Savage. And I don't know, I just think this team's pitching. I think next year could be good. If we can get an additional bat, that'd be really good. Like
Yeah.
I kind of want a guy who can like hit some home runs.
Yeah.
I think the front office should be aggressive as fuck.
I
There's
hope
no salary cap. Just be aggressive.
there is no salary. I know that's the crazy thing about baseball. Like, there's no. I mean, like, can the Dodgers go three straight? Since there's no salary cap, could they go three straight?
There's a guy that I think from the Pirates, a pitcher who's not coming back, and like the Dodgers can just throw money. They think they have money to give.
Yeah,
They
they
have
do.
money to give.
They do. It's
Uh, it's the baseball salaries that doesn't make sense. The whole Otani thing should be illegal, but whatever.
and no one is saying he's overpaid. That's the crazy thing. No one is saying that.
Otani's arguably going to be the best player next year. Who has the most money next year to play with? Mind you, there's no salary cap, so it really doesn't freaking matter. It really
Has to
doesn't
be
matter.
LA, has to be Yankees, has to be Boston. I'm just throwing.
Yeah, so next year's salary the projection is Dodgers at 240, Mets at 228. The Blue Jays are at 193, but they haven't signed Bo yet. When they sign Bo, it will make a lot more sense. They have to sign Bo to he's gonna want a contract, man. He's definitely gonna
He
want a contract.
deserves one.
Um, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's just once again, I'm really proud of Vlad. I'm overall just happy for the team. It would have been really nice for the city to win. You don't know when you're going back there. You really don't. You really
No,
don't. But I'm gonna hope. And this season was kind of a magical season because
very.
we generally came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like predictions showed us finishing fourth in the AL East. Like a bunch of predictions showed that. Yeah, we were
What?
supposed to make it. It was supposed to be like New York, then like Baltimore, Boston, Toronto, then Tampa, or like whatever. Like we just weren't supposed to be there,
Like, I
right?
knew someone was cooking around like July, August when, like, okay, we're number one seed. We have like 80 wins or something like that. When I'm seeing them, I'm like, okay, okay. And then on the other side, it's the Brewers number one seed too. I'm like, okay, okay, like some okay, okay. I'm like, we're above the Yankees, we're above the Yankees, but okay, okay. But Dodgers are always looming number two over on that side three type,
They
right?
loomed the whole year. The Dodgers were kind of chilling. They were generally just chilling the whole year. Because the playoff run is long, right? So you chill out. But honestly, thank you to the Blue Jays for making us all have fun for the summer, getting
Yep,
into the October, November, it's literally November,
I
and
know.
like we were here, so
We're
we
watching
appreciate it,
Jays and Raptors. Never have I ever.
right?
Never
You
have
know,
I ever.
we were leading the pod with them. Like it's gonna be the thing that's talked about
Yeah.
for the longest time. I know Jays fans are like hurt, they're pissed off and all that stuff. I do think the umps, some of the umps calling was kind of crazy. Like,
Some of the pitch calls, yeah, because there's some inside low,
yeah,
inside pitches. I'm like, you calling that?
yeah, it doesn't make sense. You mentioned Barger. Barger, honestly, because he has the built of like a home run killer.
Yeah,
He's
like a
built like
Barry
that.
Bonds, like a
No, he's built
McGuire.
like that, right? So other times you think about it, you can also just work within yourself and see. But I think it was Jeter who said the Dodgers have still the best young like talent coming out the pipeline, which is actually terrifying if that's the case.
That is terrifying. That like it is terrifying.
Doesn't matter how much money we have, we still got the young guys coming.
They're loaded. They're loaded. Like,
But I know the city's mad. Best future baseball. I don't even know what's the top 100 prospects baseball.
like Freddie Freeman was real consistent that series, man. I can't lie. You know what I mean? So same with Will Smith. You know what I mean? Like we just had guys that were consistent, like on both ends, batting and fielding and defense, right? Like Vladdy had an amazing catch on the right field to stop like a potential run,
Yeah,
right? So it's like,
yeah, that was nice, man. It was nice.
yeah,
It was nice. Um, it was nice. So we'll see what happens next year. I think, bro, we were so close. And like, here's the thing. Toronto in general made a ton of money.
huh,
The Go Transit made money. TTC made more money.
yeah.
Every restaurant in the area made a
And
ton of ho-
hotels, crazy.
hotels money.
Did you see the price for some of those hotels?
I heard it was
Nine
crazy.
hundred, and regular was like 253, 900 stack. I'm just like, wow. So,
Crazy. Crazy. So then all those hot dog vendors, when I was there, I saw hot dogs supposed to be $5 something. Those
mhm.
went up to $8 to $10. Everyone was making money.
A purple note, purple
Everyone was
note.
making money.
Damn.
Everyone was that to me I always question. So especially with baseball, obviously it depends on who's pitching, hitting, and but without a salary cap, yo, I'm spending the bread. Ted Rogers, you got the bread. You got the bread.
You have internet in Canada. You have internet for Canada. Let's keep it
Come
up.
on. You have the bread and you own all the sports teams now. Because you took over the next man's side on the MLSE side. So you own all of it.
Hmm.
So you have in base and oh sorry, in basketball and hockey, you got a salary cap. You can't spend as much as you want to. Here,
Hmm.
you can spend whatever you
You
want
can
to.
spend whatever, and you need to Ted Rogers owners go to Japan, find two
Bro.
pitchers,
The
find two pitchers.
100, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, yo, go get us the thing is you got Vlad and Bo, you took him from everyone. You took Vlad. You took him. You signed him early. So no one
Yeah,
can take him. You signed him already.
yeah,
You
yeah.
found him, you signed him. You gotta that's how you gotta do it. Take meds and find them and go with it. So like that's why it sucks, right? This guy, I'm only mentioning him. Like Mike Trout is universally known as one of the best, if not at the time, the best baseball player in the past like 8 to 10 years.
Yeah.
He played with Otani. He played with Otani.
And they didn't go anywhere on the Angels. They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything.
I
That's the crazy thing.
I feel bad for like Mike Trout, who deserves to like be on the team that's gonna help this guy win a title. And he's still doing Mike Trout things. Not like he's like you can say he regressed, but that's just age. But like he's still a talented player. So that kind of sucks about it. But yeah, you know thank you Blue Jays for making it fun. Ted Rogers, spend the bread. Russ
Please.
Atkins, spread the bread. We can do it. We can spend whatever money we want to me, get another hitter, re-sign Bo,
Yep.
and like, yeah, hitter Bo and get like a really good arm. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to the playoffs, you can just put your starters off as relievers, and you're fucking cooking.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
You're
Yes.
cooking.
We
Just
need
put your
two
starter.
arms. I feel we need two arms, a main arm, and
A nice like bowl because Bassett is a starter. He's generally a starter. I'm saying but he could have given you 2, 3 innings. Imagine if you can, talk to him and flip him to a reliever. He always gives you like 2 innings a game.
yep,
No,
yep.
like but that's wishful thinking. You're hoping that these guys are like, we were this close. Let's not break up too much. Let's kind of, do what we have to do. We were too close.
We were too close. I just feel like if these guys stay together and got better as a squad, we could. But if we're gonna see how much of the same guys come back,
Yeah,
you know what I
because
mean?
Barger only 24, 25.
How's Ernie? I was hearing Ernie's like 40.
Ernie Clement?
No way. There's no way he's 40. Yeah.
Ernie Clement,
There's no way.
he looks young. He looks good for
That's
his
what I'm
age.
saying. He looks young, but
He is 29. No, he's good.
I'm hearing some BS. Yeah, we need to keep Ernie. We need to keep Ernie. Vladdy's already locked. Springer, Bo. I
Yeah,
want to keep
gotta
those
go.
guys. I want to keep Kirk. I just want to keep Kirk still too. Straight up.
I do, and then the thing is, he's had hit some timely hits. How could I? He's a really good catcher. He's really good with the pitcher, especially a young pitcher like a Savage. He's
Hmm.
really good with. I don't want to
For
press
sure.
your Savage too much because it's one of those, no one saw his pitches,
Yeah.
so now he's going to be scouted. So when you're scouted, you get like
Different.
watched a
It's
little bit
different.
more.
It's
So
different.
it's one of those. Let's still not rely on him too much next season.
Hmm.
The way I think you got to rely on a Gossman, get another hitter, Bieber, these kind of guys, and rely on your pitching. But that's all in all. I think we can only say so much about the Jays. Any last things you want to say about the Jays?
Man, this was a hell of a run, hell of a season. I feel like we can still do it again next season, right? I feel that way, but it's up to the injuries, right? It's if we're injured or not. That's really the main thing I feel, right? Roster changes and injuries, those are only two things that could keep us. But other than that, as long as we retool with what we need, like you said, get an arm, take a flight, Ted, take that flight, take that flight.
Get the next top prospects from over there who are killing it. Yeah, go over there and spend the bread. Spend the freaking bread. Who
But
cares? They were willing to pay Otani like $900 million. So like, yeah, they were willing to spend every last dime on that guy.
shoot, Tony, you can tell he loves the game. He's like a big kid out there.
Yeah, he really does. He's not like the man's watching it every moment. Like he's on his thing. So like,
Yeah, Yamamoto, he's a student of the game still. I see him writing notes in the pen. I'm just like, damn.
yeah, that Yamamoto killed us. He really killed us. I
Yeah,
ain't gonna lie. That
yeah,
guy killed us.
yeah.
My last things about the Jays is once again like thank y'all. Here's the thing: when you play this well, you're gonna all those fans that you gain, those bandwagon fans you gain at the end of the season, are gonna join you in the beginning of the season, right? Because in their mind, okay, they want to come back to this moment, and they
Mhm.
want to come back but they want to win this time. So
Uh,
you need to show up in the beginning and make these fans believe that this team has a future, right? Because if you don't, then we're back to square one. Drop those ticket prices, please, because that's not happening.
oh man,
No one wants to go see that.
ticket prices next year. Holy.
Yeah, no one definitely wants to see that. Okay, let's move on to some NBA talk. That's why we are an NBA pod. We talked about our team, but I want to first talk about I feel like it's big news, but I think it's gonna get bigger depending on how it all happens. John Morant,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
because John Morant passed some comments. He got suspended for a game because of his comments. He didn't like the loss versus the Lakers. So he said, what did John actually
And they
say?
were leading too, in
By a
that
lot, weren't they
game.
not leading by a lot?
I don't remember how much they lead by, but in the fourth, I remember these guys were up at like 6 points. I'm like, okay, okay, and yeah,
So when people, of course, the media were asking him questions about the game and everything, he kept saying, "Go ask the coaching staff." He said, "Go ask them."
it's tough.
According to them, probably don't play me. Oh, because they asked him, what can we do differently? He's like, probably according to them, the coaching staff, don't play me. That's basically what the message was after. It's cool. What are your thoughts, man?
And you keep digging yourself a effing grave, man. You know what I mean? First with Hammer Time, right? Now with the comments, it's showing that you're not a good leader. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I mean? You guys had a one deep run in the playoffs a few years ago, and since then you guys been out in the first round, haven't made the playoffs. I don't even know if you guys went to the second round since, right? Injuries played a toll, your issues too, suspension. You need to be there for your team to win, to make it to the offs, to make a deep run. And it's just like you having these comments is showing you're too emotional to be the captain. You know what I mean? And you need to still have growing up to do. You see what I'm saying? That's what it just shows still. And it's sad because they're not in the middle of a rebuild, but they're in the middle of retooling the Grizzlies, right?
Right,
So
right,
you
right,
need
right.
to be. You need to be a guy saying, "Yo, I'm gonna hold it down. I'm gonna do what it needs the coach need to do because they know what's best. They're seeing the game. You're playing the game. They're seeing other aspects that you're not seeing. You have to understand that as a player, especially as a young player. Like these guys have been studying the game longer than you've probably been playing the game. So you have to humble yourself. Humble yourself.
It's like it's just about I don't know where to start with job. It's more I think frustrating because once again, at one point when they saw all those little white kids, respectfully, when they saw a bunch of all these white kids do the little dance, and the league saw it was because of you, and you were the next like fuck it like Allen Iverson type that
Yep.
we were gonna get.
Yep.
Oh, the league was pushing. They were like, "Oh, Zion, forget him.
Yep.
You're the one. We've been waiting for you this whole time. Thank you so much for taking the mantle from KD, Steph, and LeBron. You were about to take it.
You were
Then you
about.
have a little, you know, gun stuff that like completely destroyed you. Then there's injuries that happen. Da 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 da. Mind you, the team has been like you said, been kind of up and down. They're not bad. They're actually a pretty good team,
Yeah.
and you guys draft well, and you guys have had good players. But for some reason, you're the spark that can change everything, but you're also hurting everything, right? Triple J had a really good season last year, and then the year ended poorly. The man stopped getting considered for major awards, major consideration, just because the team wasn't good. And like, ever since you said we were fine in the West, you have not been fine in the West. You have not been fine in the West.
Oh, that quote. That
And it's just like, you know, now everyone's like, oh, trade him to Toronto. A lot of Toronto fans are like, bring him to Toronto because they don't like Emmanuel quickly, and we'll get to that later. But like, what I really want, John Morant, I love the talent. I love the talent.
really
The
sounds
the
still.
talent like would make me want to say yes, of course. But then I'm thinking, do I want all of this?
That's the thing. That's the thing.
I don't want all of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want all of this. I'll keep it 100. I don't want all of this. I need not this. Not this. I need something better, man. I don't like this attitude. And the coach was calling him out. You said it, a leadership. The coach was saying you need to be a better leader, right? That's what he was calling. Then that's the argument that they had. He's telling him he needs to be a better leader. He's like, F it. He's playing not great defense. He's like being so laid back on the defensive side. Offensively, he's shooting poorly. He's getting to the rim at a worse rate. All these things are getting worse. But the team, like JJJ, it's just I don't know, man. I think the Grizzlies. I said originally I thought LaMelo Ball would get traded. I generally thought LaMelo Ball would get traded, but I'm not sure if he will. But what are the chances that John Morant gets traded, in your opinion?
Man, honestly, right now it's a 50-50. I don't think it's an 80 or 70, right? Because at the end of the day, he is their franchise player, right?
Yep.
So I would think they want to work with him, right? But you got to be easier to work with. You see what I'm saying? So it's a give and take. But I'm 50-50 right now. What
Because
about you?
in my kind of thing, I don't know where you would go. Like, would you want a John Morant and Ant Edwards? You have to trade a lot. You have to trade Jaden McDaniels for sure. I would even blink at the trade unless Jaden McDaniels is on the trade. You got to give me Jaden McDaniels. You got to probably give me either Rudy or Julius Randle, one of the two. But I got to get Jaden McDaniels.
I'm Minnesota. I'm counting up the phone. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not give you. I can't give you Jaw. I can't give you him. I got to.
I'm not for Randall and McDaniels. Hell no. Hell no for Ja. Hell no.
Yeah.
Those guys who run rebounding, length, and defense. I am
Mm.
not. I am not in a difficult West. Hell no.
Yeah,
He
I don't know
can't
what
even
team.
shoot good, right? His health is up and down. I'm no, I'm good. I'm good.
I
I'm
don't know
good.
what team would want to do that unless you're a team like Brooklyn who won't have future draft picks. So maybe you're like, we can start the franchise fresh again with John Morant and then kind of get like, I think they have a draft pick this year, but the rest of them are like controlled or this and that, flip, blah, blah, blah. So maybe you get a John Morant in a Brooklyn, start fresh.
Right
But then
for
what
Utah.
is Yeah, but then what would they want? Well, what would the Grizzlies want from Brooklyn? I don't want Michael Porter Jr. I don't want him. I
I
don't
don't
want
think a
Cam
lot of teams want
Thomas.
him. Yeah, no team. Yeah, Cam Thomas, Michael Jr. Like, what else can you trade? Nick Claxton? Like, who else is there?
Yeah, and you had the new because John Morant's contract is big. I need more guys.
Yeah,
Technically, the only person you could trade is Michael Porter Jr. because of contract, right? So,
Michael Jr. is getting a little bit of a bag still. But
and now the Grizzlies don't have a point guard, right? Now they're stuck because they don't got a point guard then. Like so, I don't know. I just think John Morant's. I would hope that he would see his coach's comments as like eye-opening,
constructive. Me too.
right? Right. Don't think he's trying to like you know make you feel like an idiot. He just wants you to be better.
That's where the maturity comes in, where he has to be mature to realize and look at that perspective.
Yeah. So I guess the Jaw saga will continue at the end of the day. It will generally continue, which leads me to thinking about injuries. We have a ton of injuries right now, like a
Too,
ton.
too much.
We have Trey Young is going to be out for like 4 weeks,
Hmm.
which now Atlanta, you didn't want to pay the man. You did not want to pay him. Let's see what you guys can do because you didn't want to pay him, and now you're going to get the team without him. How good is Jalen Johnson? I know they lost today to the Cavs, who I think just got back Donovan Mitchell. So yeah, you have Nikhil. See, Jalen Johnson got his 23, 13, and 5, but I don't know, man. Trey is the straw.
Engine.
He's the engine. He's the straw that stirs the drink. Like he's the guy, man. He's what makes this team go. To lose him, what are you really saying?
Not trying to. Atlanta's really not trying to pay him. Is just kind of wild to me.
Yeah. I would see if he wants a discount. I would ask him if he could take a little bit of a discount.
They should have asked him that. They shouldn't just be like, okay, okay, we're gonna see how things go.
Yeah, like now I'd be like, hey, can you just take like a pay cut so we can potentially sign one next man? That's as we need to get you more help, Trey. So like, we got you, Trey. Don't worry, we got you. We'll put a no trade clause if you want. Like I'll
I
entice
like
him there. Like Jalen Johnson, Ricochet, like we have this gorgeous pick from the Pelicans because they're 0-6.
yeah,
So
they're looking like they're yeah.
once again, what the dumbest decision ever. But then Atlanta can look nice and be like, you know what? We won't keep him. And then let's say we somehow get the number one overall pick and get Darren Peterson. Then we have the point guard of our future. But then I feel like you're also then taking a step back and
This
you have Jalen Johnson. Like, why take a step back when you have Jalen Johnson? Um, yeah, that wouldn't make too much. But you still don't have a young team that you're about to build. The Pacers have like everyone's fucking injured. Everyone's injured.
it's it just sucks. It just sucks. Injuries suck. It takes away from the game. It takes away from the competitiveness, right? And a lot of injuries. Edwards is out too.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Anthony Davis is hurt again.
Of course, Anthony Davis. This guy's like glass.
I know it sucks. I think people really wanted Dallas to. I think we both predicted them high. Maybe I did. I know I predicted them
Yeah,
pretty.
we both
Even
did.
think high was still 7 or 8, but like I thought it would be a good team. I wanted to believe in Anthony Davis and what this squad can do. But I think like you brought up Ant Edwards. Like how big is that to lose for Minnesota?
That's tough, man. That's tough. That's tough because he's like their engine, right? Conley's coming off the bench now. Can't
No,
be.
he's starting back. He's back against
He's
starting.
back starting.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so they don't F with Dante, huh? Dante was just shooting the ball too much. He was doing all right to me.
He was doing okay. You know who they don't fuck with? Dillingham.
That's so criminal because I don't even feel he had enough opportunity to
That's
not.
the thing. He hasn't had enough opportunity, but I think I also think Rob Dillingham is not a point guard,
We know this, though. We know this.
right? Or he is a point guard, but he's more of a backup point guard that you're letting him do what the fuck he wants to do. Let him just cook. Let him cook, right? But I think you want him to be like with that team, they need Mike Conley type point guard. They just
Yeah,
do, right? Um, That's I don't know who they can try to get, but that's a team. I always say, if you can get Drew Holiday on this squad,
Oh
you have to
man,
trade you have to trade someone good to get Drew Holiday.
that
But
would
if you
be a good move. That would be a
right,
great.
that'd be oh my God, because he's playing.
I would put them to make to the finals if they got Drew Holiday with the same roster.
I wouldn't even blame you. But see, they couldn't have. Drew Holiday's contract's still like 3 more years, so you can't stretch it. I don't believe so. Or maybe you could. Maybe you can do what Milwaukee did, but I don't think why would Portland do all that stuff? And Portland's doing well right now, so why would the fuck
I
like?
know they competing, man.
Because they have the vet point guard that's telling Kamara, just play defense. I got you. Everyone just do your thing. Shaden Sharp, please be consistent.
He's been okay this year. Still, I can't lie.
He
He's been
he needs to be.
like
You're
this Portland team is definitely. They could be playing for real. They
they
really
could
could be
be.
playing.
The whole coaching thing could be a little bit of a distraction to them, but
Speaking of coaching, when is Pelicans gonna fire Willie Green?
I don't think it's his fault because that's a good question. But do you think it's his fault?
It's not, but it's never really the coach's fault, but they get fired anyways.
This
That's
is
just
true.
how it
So
goes.
then you're saying this, the man it probably won't make it past this week then.
I'm giving like if he makes past the first 20 games, I'm surprised.
Yeah, because you know what? Since you brought them up, because we're about to do this with OKC, let's do this with the Pelicans. And I know, obviously in the NBA, anything can happen. Always, it depends on the other teams back to back, all that stuff. You know what? I can see some potential wins. Their next game is against Charlotte,
You know, Charlotte. Charlotte, I mean, was they got two this year? Three so far?
and if the Pelicans are at home.
I think Charlotte's beating them. I don't know. Like they have to win eventually. That's just what it is. They have to. They're not gonna lose 10
So,
straight, 20 straight.
so Charlotte. The next is Dallas. That could be a win. It's at Dallas. There's no Anthony Davis. That could be a win.
Cooper's a rookie. He's maybe 15-9.
But I'm about to tell you their next games. Oh my gosh, their next
The
game.
Hornets are 3-4. Okay, it's not horrible. It's not bad. Same as Raptors.
Okay, so their next one is against San Antonio. Loss. San Antonio's too good now. It's not a win.
I think I lost today, but they're like 5-1 still.
Right. Then against Phoenix, who okay, maybe you may beat them. Maybe you may beat Phoenix.
Phoenix is 2-4. I think they're beating. They're gonna be 3-4. So yeah, Phoenix is not a slouch.
Not,
Slouch.
they're not a slouch. That's the thing. They're not a slouch. Then they face Portland, Lakers, Golden State, OKC. That's their next. Then they have to face Dallas, Atlanta. Then you're facing a good Chicago team, a Grizzlies team that should probably compete better. Then you're facing the Lakers, Minnesota, Minnesota.
These guys seem like they're gonna be first 20 games, maybe 2-18,
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't look
three and
that easy.
17, because Portland is right now 4-2.
Yes, yes. Come on, man.
Portland is 4-2. Portland has better records than the Clippers, the Nuggets, the Rockets, the Timberwolves, and the Grizzlies. The Blazers right now.
And like, hey, you can't even say it's a fluke thing. They beat the Warriors,
Yep.
the Lakers,
Yep.
a Utah team that's competing. I won't. I'm not gonna discredit them,
Utah's
and
two and
Denver
three.
Nuggets team.
Yeah, Denver's yeah 3-2. So like that's a harder schedule. Let's keep it a buck. For to be 4-2,
Pay 4-2.
that Drew Holiday is
And it's not just
Boston.
Drew, the sixth man of the year, Jeremy freaking Grant.
Oh my God, yeah.
That
Yeah.
man's averaging 21 points a game. Where we've done this pod for it's not to me 2, 3 years now. I don't
You
know.
didn't talk about Jerry Graham.
Every time I'm like, they need to trade this man.
You've been.
His contract is too big. I think he still has a year left on it after this one. Because Shaden Sharp has 17 points. What's the efficiency? I want to see the efficiency to these guys. Shaden Sharp's efficiency, his 3-point shots are not hitting.
Mm-mm.
His field goals aren't hitting that either. I don't know. I think he gets to the line. His free throws are pretty
I'm
good.
not even hearing about is Scoop playing? Is Scoop been playing?
No,
Like,
He's hurt right now.
okay, there we go.
So if he can, I think the whole NBA league is waiting for we all want him to be nice.
We want him to be nice. Like, we expect the Scoot to be showing out like VJ.
Right. Oh, Fuck yes. Scoot was my guy, man. Um, yeah, no, it's good, man. Durant is doing his thing. He's shooting 40. He's like right now he's 50, 40, 89.
At 37, 36.
That's not bad.
What
No,
the?
Jeremy Grant, not Drew Holiday.
Oh, that's Jeremy Grant's numbers?
Yeah, yeah. That's Jeremy Grant's number.
Jeremy
50, 40.
Grant, the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
coach as Jeremy Grant. 50,
yeah,
40, 88.
yeah,
Sixth man.
yeah.
That's gonna be a tough team to beat if that's your sixth man. I'm not gonna lie. That's a tough team.
If this team somehow wins like 45 games, this man has to win the award.
Oh, yeah,
But
100%.
you think about benches, who's not a lot of guys are coming out who have the green light, probably like him.
Not a lot of guys coming off the bench are 6'9", 6'10" that can dribble, shoot, pass, averaging 20 a game.
All right, his team's good, man. Danny Abdia, that's my guy.
He's
Uh,
been bad. I can't.
he's good. Donovan Clegan's still good, very good.
Anchor. He's that defensive anchor. He just
Averages the 10 rebounds. Man, this team is good, man. This team's good. This team's good. Okay, so let's go to the opposite side of things. OKC is 7-0. I
hmm
wanted to see who, first of all, looking at the East standings right now is so confusing.
yeah.
Philly and Chicago both being 5-1.
It's not even real, especially Chicago. Like Philly has more talent, definitely, but
Right,
Chicago,
right. Chicago, we don't know what's happening. It doesn't make sense. But I'm afraid to talk about them. I almost want to pencil it for next week. Because if there's somehow like 7-3 or something, 7-4 or whatever, I'm like, okay, we gotta talk about this team. Are they actually a team that's gonna make the fucking playoffs? Forget the play-in, right? And like Buzelis potentially winning most improved player of the year after his
yeah,
second year
Buzelis.
is crazy.
Yeah, shout out to Buzelis. Holy shoot, he's got a little handle pack and a dunk pack.
He could be something, man. I ain't gonna lie. He could definitely be something. Okay, let's do OKC. Who Shay's, you know,
He's doing what Shea does.
quietly 34, 6-6 with a steal and a block. I didn't know he was doing the blocks like that.
Hey, he's doing it all, man. He's doing it all. Coming off a legendary season last year, he's doing
And
it
he
all.
didn't have J-Dub yet. So, and I heard his whole arm thing, his hand, I should say, it should be getting better. It should be getting. So hopefully, it's up there. The thing is, they have a rough road. Okay, let me tell you. So they're 7-0. Their next games is the Clippers. Now it's a back-to-back. Clippers, then Portland. Portland's on the back-to-back. And we just talked about Portland, and it's at Portland. So that
Mhm.
could be a loss there. So it goes Clippers, Portland, Sacramento, the Grizzlies, Golden State, Lakers. And then after they have a really easy Charlotte, Pelicans, Sacramento, Utah stretch. That's for like the next 2 weeks. There should be a loss there. There definitely should be. That back to back, I think, is dangerous.
Back to backs are dangerous in general. Dangerous in general. So,
And you're going from the Clippers to Portland. So
so that's Portland's on. Yeah, Portland. Well, same coast, so same kind
same
of.
close, but I'm thinking maybe like 2 hours, maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Still, the back to back's still rough. It's still rough. It's still rough in general. So,
They didn't do the schedule properly. They're going Clippers, Portland, Sacramento.
that's how the NBA messes with you, man. The scheduling.
Yeah,
You
that's
gotta be
like
mentally.
that's crazy. That's crazy. To go back and forth like that is doesn't make sense. You're telling them going on a flight to Cali to go back to Cali? No. But they're a good squad. Before we talk about our Raptors, like the one thing I want to talk about was, a team that's been really good, even the game without him, Giannis's Milwaukee Bucks. They
Yeah,
beat the Golden
I'm
State
about
Warriors
to say.
without him.
I do not know what is going on in the NBA water. Teams, the Bucks, the Bulls, Sixers.
That's everything in the East. Everyone's so like honestly, I think the whole overall league, there's still I think Cleveland is chilling. I think they
They
have
should
injuries
be.
right now. They have injuries, but I think they're they heard the pod. They heard everyone else say like, we don't care about
Yeah.
your regular season this year. We need you to show up in the playoffs. I think New York is also chilling, but Cleveland, New York,
And New York is yeah, New York is chilling 3-3. Yeah, they're chilling.
OKC and Denver. I think they're the favorites, right? And I think OKC's winning games because Shea's just doing his thing, but
She's just scoring. They just got so much young talent in that pipeline. AJ Mitchell, I think his name is just
yeah.
going to work. Like they just OKC's got guys opening night. I'm like, who are these guys? Like three or four guys, and they were putting in work in the lineup. And
Yeah.
Mitchell was one of them until I realized, okay, he was on the squad last year, didn't get time, and you know what I mean. So there's OKC's just they're thriving. Small
So
market thriving.
right now, Kevin Porter Jr. has a meniscus injury. Um,
Oh shoot.
which can be big because he's out for 4 weeks.
Okay.
That's not good. So I wanted to look at. I was gonna do second or third options on different teams. Which second or third option would be Giannis's like second option already, right? And
Right.
I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go through every team, but I just want to almost ask you how much could this player help Giannis? So for like a team like the Chicago Bulls, Kobe White is more like, mind you, the man hasn't played, and he's now joined the Chicago Bulls team. That's why we may have a segment next week about him. But with Kobe White, how much could he help Giannis?
He can honestly, Kobe White is a low turnover. He's a good point guard. He's a good shooter, right? He's not going to take any shots that's too crazy. He's going to play under control in the offense, similar to like a Malcolm Brogdon in a sense like that, right?
Mm.
So I feel he'll help Giannis still. Is he number two? Well, Giannis don't need much. Giannis clearly don't need
That's why I
much.
said it. Like Giannis don't mean that's why I'm not going for any like I'm not gonna go for any
Yeah,
name.
so he would help because Giannis he crams the paint, kick
Yeah.
out. Kobe's there. You got to be honest, he's a legit 3-point shooter, so it'll help. Any shooter will help Giannis.
The crazy thing is whoever Giannis would have as a second mate, that guy Giannis is gonna elevate that guy to like an all-star.
Like,
Because it's gonna make that guy so much more important.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I'm gonna go with Miami. How much would Andrew Wiggins? And I'm saying almost like would Andrew Wiggins now be his second best player on his squad?
Yeah. Because second best player in the starting lineup on the squad, yes. Option wise, yes. I don't want to really put him over Portis.
I can see that. I almost feel like offensively Portis can do a lot. I think Wiggins, because he plays so great defense, that's why they're talking about trading Wiggins. Yo, when Tyler Hero comes back, this Miami Heat team has been really good. Fucking really good.
I know.
Like offensively, Bam is playing stupidly good offensively.
Norm
Getting
is doing
like
his thing. Norm is doing his thing.
so to me, it's almost like when Tyler
Even Davion Mitchell is putting in work.
but when Tyler comes back, what are we gonna do? Like, what are we doing? To me, you start Tyler, Norm, Wiggins, Bam, and uh and
Lower.
and Davion Mitchell. No, no, Bam has to go back to the five.
Five and then be small in the sense like Davion, Tyler, because that Tyler is a two. He's not a one. It's like Booker playing the one. It's like
Yeah,
I'm just I'm a point to play the one. But yeah, I like that still. You
yeah.
got Wiggins at the four, you got Bam at the five. They can all shoot threes at a decent clip, spread the floor. Bam is a defender. He'll be blocking shots too, need be, right? That's a versatile lineup. You got
You,
Norm.
you still have your best defenders as your point guard and your center. So the beginning and the end are still your best now. And Wiggins is not a bad defender. So
Wiggins is a legit defender.
you have three defenders, and now you have Norm and Tyler aren't great defenders.
You can hide
That's
them. You can hide them. You can hide
you can
them.
hide them. You can play zone and offensively, those two guys are your killers, right? Because Wiggins, the man he's about to become such a Wiggins is gonna stay in the league much longer because everyone knows he plays defense.
Yep.
He doesn't cause no harm. He doesn't cause no ruckus. He's just there. He's trying his best, and that's all you can ask for
Once
that
you
guy.
once you win a ring, it's like there's automatic more respect on your name. You know what I mean? That aura is with you as a player, right? So it's like we don't hear anything bad about a locker room guy, right? We don't hear him talking shit about the
I,
coach like Ja, right? So it's like He'll be in the league still. He'll be in the league.
Yeah, and their bench is still like Jovic, Jaquez Jr., who's all of a sudden scoring a bunch of points. They have an okay squad. Okay, let me give some next names before we go. I want to bring up there was someone who I saw. Like, see if I say Bane and Giannis would be too good. So I don't want to say Bane, right?
That'd be a
Bane,
nice.
Bane would be too good. See, imagine he was I said all the time. Imagine he had a Cam Johnson.
Yeah, that would help. He'll do everything.
He'd be the best player.
Better than Jaden
Best player.
McDaniels.
To be the second best player on his squad. I would have said Austin Reeves, but Austin Reeves is I think if Giannis had Austin Reeves, the way Austin Reeves is playing, they
They'd
they
be number one in the East.
they'd be the fucking
They'd
title.
be number one in the East. Like, you
They'd
kidding me?
they'd be so good. It wouldn't even make
Like
sense.
Austin Reeves is doing this with Luka and LeBron on the squad. Can you just imagine just with Giannis only on the squad? He probably him and Giannis make an all-star in the East.
It'd be ridiculous. It would legit be ridiculous. Now I'm gonna just go to the last team, the Pelicans, right? If Giannis had Herb Jones or Trey Murphy the third.
Oh my God. I'm gonna go with Trey Murphy, for example. Yeah, we had Trey Murphy. Oh my God. He would be Middleton 2.0, I feel.
Yeah, yeah,
He'd be
he would.
Middleton 2.0.
That's
Kind of
all
the
he
same
needs.
height,
He needs
better
a guy
shooting
like that.
three. Yeah.
He just needs a guy who can help. That's why to me it's like if the Washington says, okay, we're gonna drop Middleton and McCollum, if you could somehow add both of those guys to the squad, and imagine if you said we're not bringing them to change the starting lineup. McCollum is not. Maybe you may start McCollum at the point guard.
I
Maybe I don't know. What
like
do you think?
McCollum at point guard, but he's a veteran, and how payroll works, you're gonna have to start him.
Right, and like just he's a veteran. He's starting over Kevin Porter Jr. Better name, better
Yeah.
blah blah blah. He'll start over him. But if you can have a Chris Middleton come off the bench, what and then you still have Kevin Porter Jr. come off the bench and like I don't know. I just think that's like to me, Gary Trent, he needs to like he's done a pretty good job so far. I think he's their second leading scorer.
Yeah,
But
but
to
very good
me,
job. Very good job.
this is a contract year for you. Yo, show that you could be Giannis' second guy.
Hmm. And then get that big bag and make Milwaukee your home.
That's it. Simple. Right? To me, make him your big bag. Last thing, let's talk about our Toronto Raptors. How are you feeling so far about them? I have a few things to we can dive into, but how are you feeling about them right now?
I'm not feeling bad, to be honest. Like there's been quickly slander, quickly hate. You know what I mean? I love what RJ's doing. You know what I mean? Shout out to Ingram, what Ingram's doing, because it's like even if he's stuck, you feel like he's stuck, not able to get a shot off. He's able to get a shot off. He's so smooth. So I feel like just it's still early. We're still gelling. CMB is still getting used to the league and how things go. He made an appearance, I think, game three, the third game the Raptors played. So, and as soon as he came on, he had a quick turnover, a bad pass, mental error. So we're still gelling. We're still gelling. We're still learning how to play with Ingram and everybody. And Scotty's still learning how to feel Ingram. So Darko system, Ingram. I love the ball movement. Love, love, love the ball movement. Love RJ's aggressiveness. You know what I mean? It's a work in progress. We're a game under 500. No one expects us, not even us, expect us to be like top three in the East. So
Right.
it's where we're kind of scheduled to be in a sense. So to me, it's just right now, it's just chemistry, early, but I like what I'm seeing as a whole. I like what I'm seeing as a whole. So what about you?
I think what's why people are frustrated, there's a few things, right? The defense isn't good. The defense has been really bad, like really bad.
We've been giving up points. We definitely giving up points.
This is where like we you can dislike things. It's always okay. Like people can dislike Rudy Gobert. That's fine. But just remember, without Rudy Gobert, you're not a top five defense. Just always
Um,
remember.
um,
Without Jakob Poeltl, you are not a top 15 defense. You're just not.
100%.
You're a bottom 15 defense.
100%.
With a healthy Jakob Poeltl, you are a top 15 defense. It's simple,
100%.
right? So it's more like so when people complain about Yak's contract, yeah, I get it. I think it's kind of high too. I could understand that. Now, when it comes to like centers who can help you defensively and help this team defensively, he's generally going to help you defensively. So that's why we need him back to help us. You know, everyone can say, "Oh, I want this guy, I want this guy." You go on Nick Claxton all you want, bro. The contracts won't fucking match, so you're not getting him.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, like I was doing, like we said before, I was saying the person who's gonna have the most pressure is Emmanuel Quickly. You're hearing the slander. Yo, Emmanuel Quickly can't have a bad game because people are gonna slander him,
That's
which
not
I
fair.
I knew was gonna happen because people can look at Scotty's contract. Now, if you don't like Scotty Barnes, it's because you think he's supposed to be Giannis. If you think that, to me, you're wrong.
I
So
didn't expect that though.
they brought Brandon Ingram because they realized Scotty cannot finish games. Like Brandon Ingram can generally finish games.
100.
And like you were saying, when he's stuck, he can still get out of it. That's a different mindset that the other people Mavs don't have. RJ Scotty and Brandon Ingram have been played really well together.
100%. Yeah.
Now they do kind of you're right. The Darko system and the ISO system is kind of still fighting each other. I think they still need to be more of a team, and that side and the defensive side needs to be better. Of course, you did beat a Cleveland team without Donovan Mitchell and uh team today without John Morant. So some people felt like you could have crushed them, but honestly, these NBA teams nowadays, you can't just easily crush them.
They're so good, and there's so many great players that we don't even really know have the scouting report on that could come in the game and give you a 20 and
Yeah.
10. Like it's crazy the talent.
It's so talented. The Grizzlies aren't trash like defensive. Triple J is a good defender, and he helps everyone around him become a better defender.
Yeah.
So there's always going to be. Even if we lost Brandon Ingram, we're not going to be good. Heck, even if you lost Scotty Barnes, you don't think other guys are not going to step up? They're going to step up. So
Yeah, yeah, 100. They're gonna
like
step.
CMB is literally starting at center. Like, come on, and he's actually a really good defender as a young player, a really good defender. But but we'll see. Like this week, you have Atlanta. I mean, you have Milwaukee first on Tuesday. Then you have Atlanta, which I think is an NBA Cup game.
Oh yeah, Tuesdays and Fridays, right?
But I swear I didn't see any NBA Cup games for like the Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those 2 days. I don't. I didn't see
It was on
anything.
the Friday, I believe, was the Cup game, right?
I know it's Friday for sure, but
Tuesday, I feel like it's the NBC doubleheader, the late night, right? Tuesdays, the 11 o'clock game they have on Tuesdays now. I don't know if that's a Cup game.
they said the next ones are Friday. Yeah, this coming Friday.
Okay.
But you're because last year was Tuesday, Friday,
It was, yeah,
unless they changed it up.
they did some new like late night West Coast doubleheader sort of thing now, where the last game is actually 11 o'clock. That helps me,
Right.
obviously. But
You know what I think they did? I think they made them all Fridays. Because I see November 7th, then November 14th, then I see November 21st, November, oh, then all of a sudden November 25th, Tuesday. Then
so
Wednesday
the
26th.
championship on Tuesday and everything else is Friday. No, the
No, no,
championship is I swear December.
no, the championship December. No, but I'm saying like it goes November 2014th, then 21st, then its first Tuesday is November 25th, then Wednesday 26th. So it's like they changed the way they did the schedule.
Okay, okay.
All right, whatever. But I truly think the Raptors could potentially make it out of number one because they just beat like the number one team in that conference because there's no Cleveland. So you beat Atlanta, you're they got Washington and a Pacers team that is depleted. So like depleted, yes. So
Still, these are NBA teams, so we can't think it's gonna be a. But
you're
we
right.
should set the tone. We gotta set,
Washington's fighting, man. They're fighting. They're fighting. They're
especially early in the
losing,
season.
but they're fighting. I see everyone fights in the beginning. The only team that's not fighting is the Brooklyn Nets.
No,
And even in saying that, Cam Johnson's still giving you 40 points.
that's crazy.
So
It's crazy.
yeah, I think defense is not good. And people want to question how like lucky they are, but I like the tandem of Barnes, Scotty, and Brandon Ingram. I do think that those three, you know, can if they play like a team, sky's the limit. If they're like, oh man, it's Ingram's night or it's Barnes' night. Barnes has the mismatch. Let's keep feeding him. Da, 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 then it'll be your average is gonna be your average. You're gonna have 30, then you're gonna doesn't matter. All three of them are averaging 20 points a game.
You just the wins is what counts. Averages, you can have your averages, but if we're not seeing the wins,
Yeah. And then Emmanuel quickly just needs to join the party, man.
yeah,
It's his contract. It's his contract. Once like I was saying before, I cut myself off on Emmanuel Quickly's contract is what makes us all hate the way he's playing. He's 175 mil.
that's a bag.
That's a bag.
That's a
That's
big bag.
They brought him here to be. It's supposed to be him and Scotty. There was no Brandon Ingram, none.
There was no Brandon Ingram. It was him and Scotty. Yeah, RJ was like, okay, we got a little trio.
That RJ was just like, okay, cool, but we may trade RJ. We don't care. It was really Emmanuel Quickly because once again, you thought because they both played in Kentucky that he was about to be Tyrese Maxey.
Come
You
on.
thought so, and like Emmanuel
That's
Quickly
Max,
was good,
Devin Booker, just or Shea, just guys like Kentucky that were getting
right?
12 points a game. That
Right.
okay, they come to the league, they're stars.
Yeah.
Not everyone's gonna be like that. You know what I mean?
But if Quickly can give us like, shoot like nine threes a game, if he can hit like, some games three, some games two,
Listen, okay, yeah. If
you
he
know what
said
I'm saying? Like
on 9 attempts, I'd be like, okay.
and that's all you need from him. Honestly, I think it's all you need from Quick. You need him to be
I don't really
aggressive.
like his shot, like his shot release. It's kind of just like
Weird. It's
all,
like he's throwing it, right? It's like
yeah,
he's
it's
like,
just so quick.
yeah,
It's just like
yeah, it's like he's
no,
throwing it.
and he's too forward with it.
Yeah.
He's not like a release where it's like that. It's like he's like
He plays kind of like a six man. Honestly, he does. Like I can see it. Like he does. He plays more like he should have the ball and let him just go to work.
yeah.
I
Was
think he
he
needs to
was he
play more
starting in New
freely.
York or was he sixth in New York? His
He's six
rookie,
man in New York.
he was six man, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
kind of plays like that. So it's weird, but honestly, are you paying him 105 million to fucking come off the fucking bench?
175 million. I'm not paying anybody 175 million on the bench. I don't even care.
Right? So he has to step up.
Yeah.
You would almost have to take a bad contract to I was about to say someone's name, but I'm gonna take that name out. But like you have to trade him for another bad contract. You couldn't just and I don't even know what team would want him.
Yeah, with that contract, yeah, he's gonna have to be balling for it's like, okay, that's 175 million is
It
we're
looks
gonna
good, right? So I don't know, man. It's kind of like, could you convince Minnesota? But who are you gonna take back from Minnesota?
so Max is getting more bread than Trey Young.
I think so right now, yeah.
It's just to put things in perspective, that's all. I just want to
Yeah,
put things in
right,
perspective.
right. And then like Quickly's getting a lot of bread more than a lot of guys. So everyone's gonna look at it. Everyone's gonna look at Quickly's contract. But if Quickly can join the party and Yak can come back healthy, like in my mind, I don't want Yak coming back unless he's healthy. I don't want like somewhat back spasm. No, no. We need him
No,
100%. It will help the defense. You can somehow just unless you're facing Jokic and Embiid, and fuck it, who cares for Embiid anymore? You're not
uh,
facing any bigs that are like hurting you,
yeah,
right?
not yet, not at the moment.
Right? Like we are saying about their next games, you know, the Raptors next.
Elite bigs that are big are they going to be facing?
Yeah, you're facing Milwaukee. Giannis is a trouble for everybody. Don't
He
worry
is,
about
he
that,
is.
right?
Well,
So
your
like
big is Turner. You're not.
the man shooting threes doesn't matter, but
He's shooting threes, getting 3 rebounds a game.
yeah, don't worry. Alana Porzingis, okay, cool. He's not a dominant big.
He's not dumb. He's more perimeter finesse. So it's
Right. Now, Philly, if Embiid's going to play, because Embiid didn't play today, so who
fence
knows?
restriction too. So even if he plays, he's going to be playing 25, 28 minutes.
Yeah, it really won't matter too much. Then you have Brooklyn, Claxton.
Claxton weighs maybe 210.
Scotty's bigger than him. Don't like. Then
Yeah.
you face Cleveland, but Jared Allen hasn't been playing. I think he could be still hurt.
So
Uh,
Evan Mobley, he's long, but he's not big dominant.
Pacers, nobody. That's big.
Yeah, who's Jared? Gerald's Walker?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
They have no big guy. Like Isaiah Jackson's their like center. No, they don't have a big
and
guy.
he's
Huff,
6'10", slim.
but Huff comes off the bench. You don't got to worry about that.
He's
Um,
210, maybe 220.
then you have Charlotte. They don't really have a big like they're a rookie pick.
Charlotte's big. Yeah, who's their
I
big?
think it's a rookie. They're big. You really don't got to face like I'm looking at it. Your next actual big, and when I say big, this guy's still kind of not a big big. is Karl Anthony Towns, and that's on November 30th
So you have time. So Yak has a month.
to come back and be you have to be worried. There's just no big. That's all I'm saying. Like a big to worry about. Like, and I mean when I say big, I mean a
When do we play
physical
the
big.
Spurs then? Like, would you consider Wemby a big or just
He's a
slender?
big, right? Because we faced him before and he
Yeah.
killed us. So like he's a big. So that's a guy you need. But is Yak really guarding Wemby? No, but you need Yak to kind of be there and guard someone else.
You
And then
need
you have
Yak there to
Scotty
create
on
rhythm.
Wemby,
Yeah.
right? So that's where you need a big to kind of help you
You need
with
to be able to
rebounding,
switch because if there's no big to switch, at least if there's a switch, then it's
right? Because Wemby can't just put his shoulder down on Pirtle. That's a big guy. So, but there's no true big that you're gonna have to that there's no true big that Scotty can't size up. That's what I should say. Like everyone he could Scotty can size up Jared Allen, right? Jared Allen will probably get more rebounds. So
yeah.
that's where you need team rebounding.
Scotty is a physical specimen. Pause.
He
Like if
is
you look at
100%.
this guy's body, even coming into the league, like he
100%.
did not have a rookie body
Right.
coming into the league. Let's keep
Right.
it a buck. Like
Right.
he's he's his form is like Giannis right now. His body type like Giannis right now, and it took Giannis, I want to say 7, 8 seasons to get to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So
So that's what in my mind like it's possible. But then once again, if Emmanuel quickly can play better, if Brandon Ingram can still do what he's doing, like once again, if quickly can join the party, you're good. And you got to figure out your bench. Do you want Jacoby to play more? And also you have Jonathan Mugbo, who's another physical person who you can play who hasn't played. And I've been saying it. He's once they got CMB, Jonathan Mugbo is done off their minutes. He would have to develop so much more. He's not a scorer. He can't score the basket. He's really just a defender. So that's really it, right? And hopefully Grady can keep doing his thing. He had an okay game. And
Oche Abachi.
right, and Abaji like is a big body, another big body.
I did not think he was that big because when he came to Toronto, I'm like, okay, he's like 6'3". Like these boys not 6'3".
Yeah, he's a big body, right?
Yeah,
So he's a
yeah.
guy that he's really good to have. And then fucking Mamu's is beating guys off the dribble sometimes. It's weird. And he's our
Yeah,
big, so whatever. That's fine. But yeah, that's it. What else you want to talk about? Or we're all good.
man, I think we're all good, man. I'm just still thinking about the Jays in and out my mind still. It's
Me
tough.
too. Me too. It's
It's tough,
tough.
man.
We will try our best to move on as Toronto sports fans. All we can hope for is our Raptors, our Maple Leafs can have some good seasons. And uh, honestly, thank you, Jays, for a credible year overall. And I hope we can come back here with smiling faces the next November around.
Next November 1st.
So hopefully, fingers crossed. But that is your boy YS. I am your boy Mike. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll talk again. Peace.